Hi, welcome to this reading. This is my first time doing a tarot reading, so I'm not sure which sign I'm actually going to end up doing it for, but I have this astrology deck that I'm going to pull from, and whatever sign comes out is the one that I'll do the reading for. So it looks like Pisces. I pulled the Moon in Pisces card. Alright. Which is actually my moon, so that's interesting. I guess I'll start with what I'm called to. Okay. Best message for Pisces and whoever's watching this. I am insightful and intuitive. Okay. Let's see what this is about. This is for Pisces. Thoughts, isolating. Any other messages for whoever stumbles upon this reading? Self-love, intentions, creation, and one more. Oh, that one flipped. Venus, an offer. Okay. I think I'm going to pull this tarot deck just to see what other messages will come. So, what are the messages whoever clicked on this reading needs to know most? This is for Pisces. Oh. So I have 9 of Swords. It seems to have gone under the Isolating Thoughts card, which is a card of overthinking. Message for self-love. Oh. The 3 of Wands. This is all about expectation for the future, you know, planning for the future, being excited or inspired about the future. And the last, Venus, can we clarify? Judgment and 2 of Pentacles. So maybe someone here was juggling multiple things, and as you can see in this card, there's kind of 2 women in the background, and there's a woman who's racing across them on the sidewalk. And then the Judgment card, which shows a hanging in the background, and looks like 2 women talking or having a therapy session. I want to pull, oh, okay, I'm going to pull one of these because I really like them. Extra messages for Pisces. Oh, Lady. Number 29. So that's 11, which could be a gateway to a new portal. And this is what the card looks like. This charming woman with flowers in hand, as with the gentleman, her cards will command. The fortunes revealed once the cards have been placed unveil the fate that destiny traced. So I'm just going to place that under there, and let's see if there's any others. Pisces, any other messages for Pisces or whoever clicks this? Oh, that one was up. 15. Brawny and bold, here is the bear. Your financial positions you should be aware. Spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. So that's the bear. 15. I might do one extra, or just... The anchor is the bottom of the deck, so I guess I'll use that. 35, which is a 7. The anchor is a sign of a stable event basked in sunshine, secure and content. When the anchor is some distance away from you, hope will fade and leave life askew. So that's this card. I'm going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Wisdom of the Oracle. So a message for Pisces, that or whoever clicks this, that they need to know most. What is the best message for whoever's watching? Oh, okay. Fork in the Road, number 13. And Never Ending Story, number 37. And the bottom of the deck was Come to the Edge, and the top of the deck was Imagine. And this one is 20. Well, I've never seen that card. It's very pretty. So we can go ahead and read those. So I don't know where to start. I think I'm going to start from the right again. Maybe. Come to the edge. 36. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. And for relationship message, it says, it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, and say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You'll be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods, and they will deliver what you truly desire. Prosperity message. If there ever was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. Now is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now, and if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. The next card after that was 37, so that easily follows number 36, Come to the Edge, which is Never-Ending Story. Essential meanings: self-criticism, the wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie and wants to protect you and needs you to be seen as a victim. Let me just take a drink. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice in your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. Relationship message. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes in all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. Prosperity message. Fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started, or in a situation that reminds you of the past failures? Financial insecurities scaring you? ? You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make a new one. The universe loves you deeply and will wait for you to figure that out. Tell a new story, and success is all but guaranteed. You can do it. And after that was Fork in the Road, number 13. Fork in the road. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroad. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. Relationship message. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose, to open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated, to go deeper and commit to a mutual passion or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility of your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of a genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. Prosperity message. You've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for a bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction. For the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you towards well-being. And lastly, number 20, which was Imagine. So I thought I'd save the best for last. Essential meanings. Turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. The Oracle's message. Who do you want to be? Who do you need to believe in order to have the life, what do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver messages of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. Relationship message. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. Prosperity message. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it, without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envision it, you can have it. So get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams will really come true. Alright, so those are the 4 top cards. I think I want to do some other ones. We can pull Moonology. Maybe they have a message. Message for Pisces that you'd like them to know most, and whoever's watching this reading. So I've got 2 here. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. New moon eclipse. We're actually having a new moon eclipse, I believe, because the new moon in Aries is going to be conjuncting the solar eclipse, which is happening on April 8th, I believe. So that's affecting most people. And then believe in the impossible. Blue moon. So, you know. Oh, wow. Yeah. And just looking at the bottom and the top of the deck, I see show the world the real you, which is full moon in Aquarius. And then luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So just continuing on. I think I'm going to pull an Egyptian god card. You can Google this on your own time. Just search what that god is about, and maybe it'll give you some extra messages. So So what I've pulled is number 9, Horus, which is stability and equilibrium. So you can Google more about Horus. I believe he was the sun god, and see what he represents, and maybe that'll give you some extra messages. I also see where the deck was split, 22, Anuket, which is hope. And then I see on the bottom of the deck, number 10, Nephti, meditation. I think I'll pull a few of these Tea Life oracles because they give a lot of extra knowledge and information. And then we can do some of the witch oracles. So, this is for Pisces or whoever's watching this reading. What message would you like them to know for Pisces? Let me just get comfortable. Oh, sorry. Okay. Pisces, messages for Pisces. Oh, and whoever's, okay. This one was flipped up. Bow, you are highly thought of. And Dragon, beware of self-delusion. So, I'm going to keep pulling for Pisces. I feel like I'm called to this part of the deck because I have to split it in half. Pisces. Oh. Love. And Pisces, any other messages for Pisces that you'd like? Oh, 2 more came out. Tulip, right, great passion fell over Venus, this offer, and this judgment card, and then this fell directly in the center, which was the wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So I have a book, I believe, yes, Wheel. I just feel like I want to read if there's any advice with Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Like this wheel, your life has no set course, nor is it attached to anything. This card warns you that it is time to take charge of your life and give it direction and purpose. This could apply to one aspect of your life, or it could apply to all aspects of your life. And then we had Dragon, so I could search that one. Maybe C, D. Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. A fire-breathing dragon all puffed up with its own self-importance appears in front of the querist. However, the dragon looks a little nonsensical, more like a caricature of a dragon than the real thing. This symbol indicates that you should beware of deluding yourself with regard to certain situations. You should face the truth, however painful, and act accordingly. Which might be why we have the Judgment card right here, which I would think would mean making the right judgment call. So you can definitely look up judgment, what that means in the tarot. And then we had Bow, so I don't know. I'll just keep, oh, I see one is already flipped in this deck. So let's see what's flipped here. August, so maybe something to do with Leo energy. Maybe you have a part of your chart that has a lot of Leo in it. And then Man, dealings or relationship with a man. So those 2 cards were flipped upwards. And then what else? Oh yeah, a witch oracle. I've been using the summer one just because spring is around the corner, so I'll pull that one for you. They have little cute bees on them. So, the best message that you can give Pisces or whoever's watching this reading, the best message for them that will help them the most, that they would like them to know. Best message for Pisces or whoever's watching this reading. Best message. Oh, that one kind of almost came out. Well, I might take it, but I'll just see what it means, and maybe it was meant to come out. Let's see. My little book. Oh. Milk and Honey, number 25. Alright, milk and butter. Sorry, did I say honey? I meant butter. It's because this image looks like she's swimming in honey, almost, even though it's supposed to be butter, I assume. And there's a sun in the background and mountains, and she's just wading through, I assume, milk and butter. So, like the silk off one's flesh, I am the giver, I am your eternal. Okay. The universe always provides, no matter your circumstances, and Milk and Butter is here to remind you to lean on Spirit for all of your needs. Spirit is your eternal provider, your unlimited source of nourishment. All that is required is your belief. An intention given to the universe has no power. If you do not believe, it will be answered. Milk and Butter brings the message of faith. If you have not seen your dreams coming to fruition, it is because deep down you are not a believer in your magic. This could be a subconscious decision, one that you aren't even aware of. Perhaps you have set an intention for increased abundance, but express your lack of belief in words, such as money doesn't grow on trees, or maybe you have worked a spell for business success only to later question whether or not you have what it takes to be successful. A lack of faith can and often is expressed in the quiet doubts and criticisms of your mind, but a witch who is tapped into Source knows that all of her questions will be answered and all of her desires met. Okay, so I think this, since that last page added up to 11, I would say that this is probably a key thing for whoever's watching this reading to address in order to step into the new gateway, which 11 can represent, especially since we have a solar eclipse coming. And what I've heard is that solar eclipses, since lunar eclipses are inner changes that manifest outwardly, solar eclipses are outward changes that are forced upon us. And yeah, so I think I'll do this animal deck and then maybe grab some advice, some other advice. So what's the best advice for Pisces or whoever's watching this? Best advice you can provide Pisces or whoever's watching this? Best advice. Oh, okay. Alright, your advice is mouse, which is advantage. Let's see what that says. Squeak and shout, there is no doubt, a lucky break has come about. Take a chance, today's the day, 'tis favorable in every way. I call upon Mouse to assist me and harness this power, so mote it be. And again, this page adds to 11, so there's a new gateway. You can look up the numerological meaning of the number 11, but I keep seeing it throughout your reading. And that can be all about union as well, since like a 1 is a person and 2 people together, 2 ones. So, oh my, the things I can do for you. Being as small and as quiet as I am offers you a most advantageous opportunity right now to uncover what is being said and done behind closed doors and in muted voices. As I scurry about the place, across the floor, on shelving, and over tables, there is an awful lot I can hear and see and reveal to you. The worst that can happen to me or my friends is a broom on the behind. Long gone are the days we fall for the cheese and the chopper trick. So come now and give me my instructions. Where is it you need me to go? Who is it you need to keep an eye on? And what is it you wish to know? Employ my powers now, and I will help to get you in the right places at the right time, to put your ear to the ground so you may glean what you need. Be mindful, though, to put all this information to proper use, or it will be in your head. It will be your head on the block, not mine. Familiar's foresight. Your words and actions are being closely observed. Promotion is probable. Double check everything. Getting things just right really does matter at this time. Do nothing in secret, for in time these things too will see the light, and it will be to your disadvantage. Mouse switchy tips. A most favored familiar for transmutation. If you find yourself overrun with mice, seek a humane way to remove them and then look at what you are failing to take care of. Maintenance, hygiene, or proper storage. Use this as a trigger to get your house in order. So that was that. And I do see on the bottom independence and on the top Raven, determination. And I feel like I might want to pull another deck as well. So I'm going to pull one of these autumn cards because, you know, autumn's a time of change. So any messages for Pisces or whoever's watching this reading that you want them to know. Oh, okay. Mountain Cabin, number 27. So let's see what that says. And sorry if I didn't show you the mouse. And this one is Mountain Cabin, number 27. And it says, there are times when solitude can be healing and enlightening. So 27. and probably for spiritual purposes, since 27 adds to 9, and 9 is a very spiritual number, like learning lessons and letting go of things. Disconnecting, solitude, and hermiting. There are times when solitude can be healing and enlightening. Your higher self chose this card because there are too many things influencing your life, and some time for yourself to listen to your inner spirit is exactly what you need. Most friends and family have the best intentions when offering their advice, but they can speak only from their experiences and do not have a full understanding of your life story. Even those closest to you, such as a sibling, a parent, or a best friend, won't know everything about you, why you've made certain choices, or the goals you daydream about. Your soul is guiding you through this card to disconnect from the world so you can find the best pathway forward without the pollution of other people's opinions. It's much easier to find confidence in yourself without the questions, doubt, concerns, or criticism you're likely facing from those in your life. Taking a solo vacation is excellent if that is available to you. And maybe working alone, since I almost said vocation. But finding a quiet corner to yourself, journaling, or simply keeping your plans under wraps are all excellent ways to experience solitude. The Mountain Cabin card also reminds you that you are worthy and enough all by yourself. It may feel easier, safer, and more comfortable to take a new journey with a partner, but some experiences only have room for a solo traveler. If you're about to embark on a new change, know that you were given this path for a reason. It's your path to walk alone, and you are more than capable of seeing it through. So most likely, at least at this time, maybe it is a good time to take a break from somebody. It wouldn't be forever, maybe, or it could be. You never know. But yeah, at this moment, that's what the cards are saying. And let's see. I can finish with a White Light Oracle because that's quite a nice deck. So messages for Pisces, the most important message you can give Pisces or the watcher of this video, whoever's watching. What is the most, this kind of comes out, Sovereign Queen Maeve, Cupido Dissolvi, and the Sun. So I assume there's some kind of truth that's being revealed with the Sun, this clarity that's coming. And then Cupido Dissolvi on the bottom of the deck usually means dissolving of a partnership or some kind of romantic dynamic at the moment. But I will go ahead and read number 40, Sovereign Queen Maeve. Let me just find it. Okay. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. At the portal between everyday reality and the rapture of unchecked aliveness stands Sovereign Queen Maeve. She is an initiatrix, taking us beyond the constraints of polite moralism and into the bliss, sacred passion, grit, and astuteness needed to cultivate and protect the light. Goddess, warrior, queen of the Fae, and fearless guardian and protector of territory, Maeve is wild and determined. She stimulates confidence, encouraging one not to shy away, but rather to assertively engage with life and claim your true place in the world. She encourages us to refuse to allow our sacred territory to be intruded upon by unworthy rulers, whether they be critical voices in our own mind or ego-driven interlopers. Maeve is the instinct to engage when challenged, to call on recruits, and use all of the inner wisdom and talent at your disposal so you can assert the light and refuse to be put down or denied your rightful place. Protecting territory from a spiritual perspective is unlike the grasping and self-serving of the ego that wishes to obtain whatever it can for its own benefit. The world needs souls who are willing and able to hold sacred space and refuse to allow it to become contaminated by greed, jealousy, hate, or confusion. This is an act of courage and selflessness. Such an act of courage serves all beings. To be a son or daughter of Maeve requires some spiritual chops. It takes a feisty refusal to be dominated or controlled. It also takes the wisdom to recognize that one can lovingly accept all that is without judgment, whilst discerning when and how to set a firm boundary, lest sacred space be trampled upon and defiled by ignorance. Rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment. Rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. When the ocean into which we plunge ourselves is that of spirit, then our ecstasy becomes a revitalizing, frequency-raising, soul-empowering experience which manifests pathways to victory, where in a lower state of awareness there appear to be no hope. If we honor our need for communion with the sacred realms, we will give ourselves the time and space we need to integrate relevant practices into our lives. Committing to spiritual practice requires the self-possession to know what matters to you, irrespective of whether another or society in general can recognize the wisdom in your values. Sovereignty is self-possession. It is the belonging to oneself that happens internally as we claim our being and commit to our unique life journey. True spiritual sovereignty exists outside the social mores. It is not about becoming subversive or disrespectful to others, but rather about seeking out freedom of being. This leads to you naturally becoming an active presence which dismantles enslaving social mores and stimulates society to mature spiritually. This oracle asks you to come home to yourself again and again, knowing that you are strong enough to live your life and chart your course in communion with the sacred. In Sanskrit, Swaraj is self-rule, and as the meaning of Raj is also radiance, it can also mean self-luminous. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize that the light within is the true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working with you. Do not be dissuaded. You shall be victorious. So, I think that's a nice card to finish on. Thank you for visiting this video. It's my first video. And subscribe or comment. And thank you very much.